What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American Politics, back with a new video. And today, it is time that we discuss the future of bellwether counties in American politics. Now, I know I did a video on this a year ago or something like that, and it was like a top 5 list. But after the 2022 elections, I'm starting to believe we have new bellwether counties forming within the United States. Now, let me be clear. Just because it's a bellwether county doesn't mean if the X candidate wins, X candidate will win the presidency, alright? That's not what I'm saying. As many people know, for years, places like Vigo County, Indiana, was one of the biggest bellwethers in American politics. If you won Vigo County, you're going to win the presidency, but not anymore. And I'm starting to think that just because you win or lose a county doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win the presidency. Because, quite frankly, we are getting so polarized that it's all going to come down to the margins of victories, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, this is a top 10 list of the counties that, in my opinion, will determine the presidency, the national environment, whatever you want to call it. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. Guys, just for $3 a month, you could join Real American Politics, which is a phenomenal deal as it helps support the daily content we all know and love. You love the daily content? Well, that's the best way to support it. So I hope and recommend you join today. Alright, everybody, let's get into today's video. So like I said, this is a list of 10 counties that I believe you have to look on election night to see how the national environment truly is looking for the Republican or Democrat parties. Now, I doubt we're ever going to see a county like Vigo County, Indiana, where if you win the county, you're automatically going to win the presidency. I don't think you're going to see that anymore because of how polarized we are. But some of these counties, there probably are going to be a few that are going to be indicative of you win this county, you're doing pretty good nationally. So yeah. And also, there are others people are going to say like, oh, in Oklahoma there's one, or there's one in Minnesota. It's like, if you got some suggestions for other bellwethers, just let me know down below. I just think based on the results we saw in 2020 and 2022, these are the 10 counties that everybody should pay attention to on election night. Again, I'm probably missing a couple, but these are the top 10 I recommend people look at. So, number 10 is in the state of Florida. Now, for years, Florida was that bellwether state that you win Florida, you're looking pretty good. Well, not anymore. Republicans have all but secured the state of Florida from the Democrats. And just because Republicans win this county doesn't mean they're going to have a good night. This is just a county that historically, even in 2020, it indicated a lot of stuff. Pinellas County, Florida. This is the bellwether, or was the bellwether of Florida for many years. Now, the reason that I say that this is a good indicator is this is a more somewhat of a suburban/urban seat. If you don't know, this is where St. Petersburg is, which is a suburb of Tampa Bay. Now, this isn't going to be automatic like, oh, if Republicans lose this seat, they're going to, lose the election. But at this point in time, Pinellas is a good county where, alright, if you're losing Pinellas County, which is a more friendly suburban county than others as Republican trending, there's some question marks for the rest of the night. So Pinellas County, in my opinion, is number 10. If Republicans or Democrats do good here, there's a good chance they're doing pretty good in the other suburban counties. Which you're going to notice a trend throughout this list that suburbs are starting to become more and more critical for elections. So that's number 10. You could argue there are others you could say maybe is a bit more of an indicator, but if Republicans do bad here, a more friendly county like this, they're probably not doing good nationally. So number 10 goes Pinellas. Now number 9 goes to Mahoning County, Ohio. Now, people are going to say, oh, but this is Republican trending. Why? How dare you pick this county? Well, yes, it is trending more and more Republican. In fact, Tim Ryan did worse than Biden in his own district here. But point is, this is a blue-collar working class seat that we have seen indicates how Republicans do in northeastern Ohio, northwestern Pennsylvania, etc., this blue-collar region. There's a lot of blue dog Dems that lived here, or they still live here, but now they are becoming more and more Republican. And this is a perfect county that, if Republicans are struggling here when it's becoming more and more Republican, fairly similar to Pinellas County in Florida. If they're not doing good here, it's probably not a good night for them across the board. Now, there are some ancestral Democrats that still live here, of course, but this is a county that Republicans, they are starting to rely more and more on, these former Democrat strongholds. And if Republicans lose places like this, they're probably not looking too great in Michigan or Pennsylvania. This is a seat that Republicans, they don't have to, if they win the seat, that's kind of expected. But if Democrats win this county, yeah, it's probably not a good night for Republicans. So this is number 9. I think this is a good indicator for this region. So number 8 may be an oddball, but it comes from the state of Maine. Kennebec County, Maine. Now, the reason that I said this is a county that could be a good indicator, it's looking like it is, well, 2016, Trump won the county, he won the presidency, and almost flipped Maine. Well, Biden flipped back this county in 2020. Well, it trended basically the same as the national environment. He quote-unquote won the presidency, and he did a lot better in the state of Maine. Now, I know, of course, you got Cumberland and Saginaw counties, but Kennebec County looks like that one county in the northeastern United States where it is probably a good indicator for how Republicans are doing. It's somewhat rural, but with rural politics in northeastern PA, it's a lot different than the rest of America. It's a bit more liberal. But if Republicans are winning these more Democrat rural counties like this, they're probably having some great nights in some of the congressional districts in New York, doing good in Connecticut, New Hampshire, etc. So this is a county that I think if you're looking for northeastern elections, could be a good indicator for how Republicans are doing in this region. So number 8 goes to Kennebec County, Maine. Now number 7 comes from the state of Wisconsin. I think this is obvious. Door County. Now an argument could be made that it could be Sauk County because this is in the I would call the purple part of Wisconsin. The part of Wisconsin where if you do good in this region as a Republican, you're probably going to win. All right? The driftless region. However, this is a big however. Door County arguably has been more predictive for longer. I mean, Ron Johnson won this county, he won the state. Michaels lost it, he lost the state, etc., etc. Now, in Door County, it is fairly rural, but it is a bit more of like a liberal, conservative region in Wisconsin. Like, there's a lot of quote-unquote Republicans that live in Door County. They're not necessarily the most conservative. That's where the liberal conservatives come from. Like, we're true conservatives, but it's like, not really. But point is, this is a county that, if you win this county, you're probably winning the state of Wisconsin, all right? Now, again, you can make the argument with Sauk County, but I just think with the history of Door County, it's been way longer. Door County has been a good indicator for Republicans in the state of Wisconsin. They win Door County, they're going to win the state of Wisconsin. So that's number 7 on the list. Now, number 6 comes from the great state of Pennsylvania. And of course, this is the county of Erie, Pennsylvania. Now, this is a tie. There is a tie with number 6 because it was hard to pick which one to put on the list. It was Northampton or Erie counties. They had virtually the same results in 2020, and they swung basically the same amount. Erie County a bit closer to the national environment, but these two counties, when you look at the future of Pennsylvania, they're both major indicators. If Republicans win Erie, they're probably winning the state of Pennsylvania. If they're winning Northampton, they're probably winning the state of Pennsylvania. They're just so similar that, like, I don't know which one to put as number 6. So number 6 is kind of a tie between the two. You could argue all you want, but that is what it is. Now, number 5 comes from the state of Virginia. Yes, there is a county, in my opinion, that is a good indicator for how the night's going for Republicans. And that's, of course, the Virginia Beach County. And you can make an argument for the Virginia Beach area, like Chesapeake, etc. But I think Virginia Beach is the best indicator for Republicans for this swingy. There's a lot of congressional districts over here that are competitive. You know, the North Carolina seats over here, the Virginia Beach County congressional district is right over here, of course. But this is a good county for the more suburban vote that is still swingy. It's not like Northern Virginia where it's like you're never going to get more than 45% in Loudoun County again. This is a county where it is a very swingy county that if Republicans do good here, you know, they win places like Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, etc., they're probably doing good in a lot of the more inelastic, not so much swingy suburban counties that we're going to see later on this list. But overall, these are two good counties. I would say more Virginia Beach of how the night's going for Republicans. There's a lot of rural vote also here, so that's why it's kind of a good county to see. If Republicans do 15 points worse, oh boy, there may be some problem across the board. So number 5 goes to Virginia Beach. Now number 4 goes in the state of Ohio and Montgomery County. There is a second Ohio county that is critical, and I would say is way more critical than the rest. Montgomery County, Ohio. The reason I say this is simple. In 2020, Biden barely won this county. All right? He won the presidency. 2016, Trump won this county. He won the presidency. And Obama won it. Obama won the presidency, etc., etc. It's becoming clear that this Dayton area, where it's Republican trending in some parts, you know, Montgomery County, for example, it's, I would say, more stagnant. And that is a good bellwether county if it's stagnant. Like, if you win the county, you're probably doing good across the board. And there is an indication that, hey, this is one of those top bellwethers. Trump won it. Biden won it. I think J.D. Vance lost this county. So there is a trend that if the party loses it, they're probably not having a good night across the board. So number 4 goes to Montgomery, Ohio. Now number 3, Saginaw County, Michigan. Reason that this is above Montgomery is simple. We have, once again, another trend. The candidate that has won Saginaw County in the past couple of cycles have won the state of Michigan and the presidency. I mean, you go further back. I mean, Kerry won it. Gore won, I believe. Obama won it twice. Trump won it. Then Biden won it. And every single time, whoever won this county won the state of Michigan. And Michigan is becoming more critical in American politics. So this is a county early in election night for 2024. If Republicans win it, they're actually probably looking pretty good in the state of Michigan as a whole. So number 3 goes to Saginaw County, Michigan. And number 2 goes to Tarrant County, Texas. This is a fascinating county, to say the least. People make it sound like that Tarrant County is the same as Collin and Denton counties. It's not. Tarrant County has a lot of aspects similar to that of Collin and Denton. It is a suburb of Dallas. But the key difference is there is a more higher working class population in Tarrant County compared to Denton and Collin. You have the traditional suburbs in Fort Worth, all right? But at the same time, you do got a working class blue collar vote that does exist a lot more in Tarrant than it does in Denton and Collin. And once again, Trump won this county in 2016, and it is a suburban county. He won the presidency. In 2020, Biden squeaked his way to victory in Tarrant, and well, he barely won the presidency. And it's looking more and more like that Tarrant County is one of those suburban counties. If Republicans win it, they're probably doing okay in the suburbs. If they're losing it, they're probably not doing so hot across the board. This is a perfect suburban county. It has a large population, bigger than Denton and Collin combined, and there are more demographics than just, white suburban voters. There is a more working class population that exists in this county. So number 2 goes to Tarrant County, Texas. Number 1, I don't think I gotta say much, Maricopa County. You talk about a county that has everything. A rural vote, an urban vote, a suburban vote, large population, all the demographics you can imagine, white working class, white college educated. Every demographic here has a large share of the vote in Maricopa County. Hispanics, African Americans, Asians, they have a chunk of the vote that's substantial in a lot of parts of this region. Reason being, it's one of the largest counties area-wise in the country, and also has a lot of votes. And the past couple of years, this is becoming an increasingly important county for Republicans. It has the Phoenix area. Yes, it also has more working class rural vote that has been shifted Republican. But the war really comes down to, what are the Phoenix suburbs looking like? Are they 50-50, or are Democrats crushing it there? That is where the future of American politics will lie in. And Republicans don't have to win Maricopa County to have a good night. I mean, if Trump did a point better in Maricopa, he wins Arizona, he probably wins the state of Georgia, and there's a significant chance he wins the state of Wisconsin, because Maricopa has a lot of demographics that are similar, that have fairly similar aspects of the suburbs you see in Georgia. But also there's a lot of implants from Wisconsin that moved to Phoenix. So yeah, I think that Maricopa County is the most important county to look at on election night. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.